Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in a video today. And in my final video today, we're going to be recapping basically two of the three NBA games from today, because one of them was a Rockets game, which I already did a post game on. But today you had the NBA TV doubleheader and then the Rockets game, of course. And the first game of the doubleheader was the Clippers and the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat coming off a couple bad losses. They've struggled early on. They've started the season 11-14, and good win by them tonight. Get Jimmy Butler back after missing their last game, which I think was against the Pistons on Tuesday, which they lost. The Clippers are coming off a bad overtime loss yesterday against the Magic. They'd be out without Kawhi Leonard tonight because of load management, of course. He's not going to be playing on a back-to-back. And the Heat are able to get a good win against the Clippers, 110-115. Great win for the Heat. Bam Adebayo ends up scoring 31-10. He had a great game. Hero had 19-9. Jimmy Butler had 26. Caleb Martin had 17-8. I love their starting lineup they got with Martin, Hero, Bam, and Butler. Who's that? Drew Smith. He's a part of the starting lineup too, I guess. He had 2. Max Strus had 8, Oladipo had 6 in his second game back, and Dwayne Dedmon had 6. For the Clippers, with no Kawhi, I love how much depth they have. I mean, it's like crazy. They're a good team without Paul George and Kawhi. Paul George did play tonight. He almost had a triple-double, 29, 8, and 7. Not almost, but he was close. He was in that number. Reggie Jackson had 20. Zubac had 9 and 8. Marcus Morris Sr. had 11. Batum had, did I already say Batum? If I didn't, Batum had 11. Luke Kennard had 7. John Wall had 9. Brandon Boston had 7. Covington had 5, and Moses Brown had 2. So, that was a good game. I watched the first half, and then I watched the fourth quarter because the Rockets game was at halftime. Now the Rockets lose 109-118. I already did a post game on this because I do Rockets videos, of course. If you're new, you don't know. But if you don't want to watch that, I'm just gonna give a quick up. I'm not gonna talk about the game much, but Keldon Johnson had 32, 26 for Trey Jones, 12 for Josh Richardson, 12 for Doug McDermott, 23 for Jabari Smith Jr. for the Rockets. Gordon had 14, KPJ had 12, Jalen Green had 14, and Şengün had 16 and 11. Bad loss for the Rockets. You want to hear me talk way more about that game, then you can go hear me talk about that game. I talked 12 minutes on that game. It was a very frustrating loss, so you had to hear my feelings for that one. And for the second game of our doubleheader, you got the Nuggets and Trailblazers. What a game this was. And we really got to see Dame time. But sadly, we see Damian Lillard have a breakout game, and they lose. The Nuggets outlast the Blazers 121-120. What a fourth quarter this was. These teams are going back and forth. The Nuggets outscored the Blazers, though, in the fourth quarter by 11. They were down 10 at the end of the third. But in the final 4 minutes, these two teams went back and forth, going at it. Go down to the recent. I'm not going to start with this 4 minutes, but at the end of the game, with I think about 28 seconds, the Blazers were down. What were they down? They were down 115-116. And Anthony Simon goes for a layup with 28 seconds. And the reason why they did this was to get the 2-for-1. Now, then Jokic, from then on, Jokic gets a layup. And they take the lead 118-117. And Damian Lillard's had such a good night, he decides it's Dame time. And he hits a huge 3 with 8 seconds to go. Now, with the momentum that had for the Blazers, it felt like that game was over. Even though the Nuggets had a shot with 8 seconds, Jamal Murray takes a step-back 3. It's perfect. With 0.9 seconds left, the Blazers have a shot. They throw it up, and nothing would happen, and the Nuggets would win 121-120. So this was a great game to watch. Lillard had 40 points, 9 threes, and 12 assists. It was great to see Damian Lillard truly back. I mean, like, he's been back for a couple games now, but not like this. I mean, Dame time was truly Dame time tonight. Jeremy Grant had 18, 21 for Nurkic, only 6 for Anthony Simons. You know, Anthony Simons has been getting the shine recently. Now that we kind of see what Anthony Simon does when the ball's in Damian Lillard's hands. And how many shots did he take? I'm trying to pull that up. He only took 12 shots, though. He was 0 for 6 from 3 tonight. He's a great three-point shooter. So, off shooting night from Simons. What else? Josh Hart had 12. I think I might have already said that, though. Shaedon Sharpe had 7. For the Nuggets, Jamal Murray had 21 and 8 assists in the game-winning three-pointer. Jokic almost had a triple-double. I said Paul George almost had a triple. This one was... He really almost had a triple-double. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Aaron Gordon had 20. KCP had 7. Bruce Brown had 10. Bones Highland had 13. Who else? DeAndre Jordan had 5, and Jeff Green had 6. So that was such a good game to watch. I know the Blazers are probably upset they lost, but, I think they should be glad that they truly saw Damian Lillard back to, Damian Lillard's been all right this season when he's been on the court, but he just really hasn't, he's had a lot of injuries. He's missed a lot of time to start this season, and so it was just great to see him play great basketball again, and have a good shooting night, have a good scoring night, have a good passing night with 12 assists as well. So I'm just really glad that Damian Lillard had such a good night. It just sucks that it didn't have the win along with that 40 piece, but the Nuggets, that was such a good fourth quarter, though. That's really it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the games today. The Rockets and the Spurs. The Rockets blow a decent lead against the Spurs. I mean, they were only up by 9 in the third quarter, but they blew a lead. And the Blazers and the Nuggets go at it, and Damian Lillard has 40. And he get back on track and get the win against the Kawhi-less Clippers. But still have a really good team without Kawhi, to be honest. But that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on today's games, and peace out.